anytime. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Pizza Bagel Bites. Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
Who remembers that catchy little jingle? That was the Bagel Bites commercial, the bite-sized pizza snack that soared to popularity in the 90s. And there is so much more food nostalgia to explore on today's 90s summer party.
Oh, it's a ton. And who better to take us down this culinary memory lane than the host of The Food That Built America and the mega brands that built America. Welcome, Adam Richman.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good to see you. So before we start, let's talk about Bagel Bites.
Let's talk about Bagel Bites. Start with that commercial. So there was a little bit of controversy because people were saying that sounds familiar, and actually they lifted the tune and kind of the lyrics from a 1957 song by the McGuire sisters called Sugar Time. And so people are like, oh, okay, there's a little bit of controversy, but there's actually controversy about the Bagel Bites themselves.
Oh,
I would
tell
imagine
us
that.
about it.
So
Now for the
actually,
reveal.
one guy from Massachusetts, one guy from Woodland Hills, California, they say they invented it first, but they never marketed or mass produced it. Ultimately, it was two guys from Fort Myers, Florida, that read the recipe on the back of a Lender's bagel package, that they were the ones who created it in '87, and then it kind of launched to popularity in the 90s.
This other snack here, though, is really nostalgic. I wasn't allowed to eat them because there's so much sugar in this.
Dunkaroos. So this came out from the Betty Crocker division of General Mills in 1990, but what's actually really funny is America began this like super big love affair with Australia starting in '86 with Crocodile Dundee. Nicole Kidman has her breakout role in Dead Calm. Then all of a sudden you had like Mel Gibson in the Lethal Weapon movie. So these dropped in 1990. Exactly. And then you had a little, like this little guy here named Sidney who kind of dressed like Crocodile Dundee, but people don't realize the guy who voiced it was John Cameron Mitchell, who created Hedwig and the Angry Inch. He was the voice of Sidney. They hit their popularity in '96, discontinued, and people started smuggling them in from Canada. They wrote to and left letters to Betty Crocker, and in 2020 they got brought back.
That's how you know they were good. We had to smuggle them in. All right, let's talk
Exactly.
about Gushers and Fruit by the Foot.
Okay, so this is legendary, also from the Betty Crocker division of General Mills. But what was so funny was they didn't set out to create fruit snacks. There was some fruit experimentation for a filling for a cake mix, but a rival company came out with fruit leather, so then they came out with fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot, and Gushers, these little gems made of sort of pear puree, grape juice, and a whole lot of corn syrup. It's actually technically a hexagonal pyramid, and with a little bit of a gushy center, but really they were the ones that ushered in the fruit snacks, and they had all the great partnerships that you saw.
So good.
Okay, so we're running out of time, but very quickly, we have to mention
Got milk. Okay, so in the 80s, it was milk does a body good, pass it on. Everyone knew that milk was good. No one was buying it. People were buying Snapple and stuff. So eventually, in 1993, two ad guys create a focus group. They tell everyone you can't have milk before you come. And they realized, let's make a campaign based on the negative effects of not having milk. 95, that's when they launched the commercials with the mustache. But everybody remembers the iconic commercial of that guy who can't answer the Ehrenberg question because he's just eating a peanut butter sandwich. He tries to call into a radio station. Got milk.
Milk was so good, and now I'm lactose intolerant.
I want to live in a world free of lactose intolerance.
Thank you, Adam Richman. And you can catch Adam on both The Food That Built America and the mega brands that built America Sundays on the History Channel.
It's like, that's too much information, DeMarco.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.